¿Ya estando la música ya empieza?
I love enchiladas.
Ready?
You're ready.
Hey everybody, welcome to the I Love Micheladas show. We have part 2 right here of Pantone. Second half of Pantone. Desiree, the amazingly beautiful, talented, very much running stuff, behind the scenes kind of person. Actually, no, wait, who's more behind the scenes? Like,
Alex. Wait.
Because like as in who's seen less?
Who's seen less?
Yeah. You're more out there, right?
I'm more out there, I think. Yeah.
So I think Alex is the behind the scenes.
Alex is behind the scenes, but compared to where we were 4 years ago, he's like out
pretty
there.
much out there.
Very much out there. He no longer looks past me when talking with me.
Well, okay. First question: how did you hop onto Pantone?
So
Because you weren't always like part of Pantone, right?
No, not at all. It's funny.
In the meantime, sorry to cut you off, but we're gonna do another of the stadium-sized bottles here. You can find on your website and on ours.
Yes, everyone loves them, and I just found out that he has a new vegan one that you can order. Where can people order it?
It's right here. You can order it straight on our website.
For all our vegan friends?
There you go. And you can take it into the stadium.
Perfect.
Alright, so how did you join Pantone?
So, funny story, I actually went on a Pantone trip as a fan.
Really?
A year before Alex asked me to come on board. And I was driving home, I was doing like a blog, and I was always doing hikes and very active and stuff, and all of a sudden I get this DM from this random guy, and I'm like, who's trying to like slide in my DMs right now? And so I remember like I had to ask around because at that time no one knew who ran Pantone. But I knew I had been on a trip, and finally I confirmed, and we set up a meeting. I went in, and all of a sudden, like, I was doing social media, doing blogs, doing video, pictures for him, and then little by little, we would, like, meet up, like, after work, because I had a full-time job.
Where'd you work?
I'm not going to say.
Oh, you worked at an undisclosed location.
An undisclosed location, doing human resource. I was an assistant. It's just a bunch of stuff that I actually didn't want to do. Cheers.
And wait, what year was this?
Wait, you're supposed to drink.
No, sorry.
It's all over my mouth now.
It's all goodness. It's all the goodness.
It's delicious. This was 2016.
Okay.
6 months later, I hopped on board with Alex full time.
So now, someone told me, a little birdie told me to ask you how you quit your previous job.
You know, I was doing so much for Alex and Pantone, and I would work at my full-time job, and then I would go home and still work on Pantone stuff.
So like in your mind, you were like pretty much all Pantone.
In my mind, I was all Pantone and still doing my work. I mean, obviously, I'm not a sucky worker, so I was still doing my stuff.
But in your heart, at least.
In my heart,
it was Pantone.
And then I was responding to an email that he had sent me, and my boss came up behind me, and she's like, Des, I need you to do it. I was like, hold on, I'm responding to an email. And I was like, yes, how can I help you? So that's kind of like my stepping point where I was like, okay, it's time.
That's kind of when you realized where your heart was?
Yes, exactly.
And how did you actually quit?
It took some convincing because obviously, like, stable position. I had my benefits. I had a stable income. I think it took him a good, like, maybe 4 weeks to convince me, like, look, I can afford you. This is going to be a great thing. And then I was just like, all right, all in. Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, I think it's cool. Like, I had to show people who like pop-ups and do all these things and kind of transition from like the safe to not safe. And I think that's something that's like, not that it's more common in LA, but you see it more just because we have more people here. Right. And it's like, people doing cool things. And even when you transition, right, you went from Pantone, or from your job to Pantone, and now you're doing Pantone to a new thing.
Yeah.
So tell me what this new thing is that you guys are doing kind of like adjacent to Pantone.
So with Pantone, we've made so many connections, and we've done like so many different things with it that we've been able to start a sister company called Fancation. Fancation, a vacation for the fans. So basically, any other sport, any other baseball team, any other, whether you're into like music and festivals, whether you're into sporting events,
include music.
Anything you're a fan of, we will take care of you, and we will do it. Yeah, so right now we're working with a lot of like really cool groups. We're working with a lot of teams. And we're working with some players we can't disclose right now. Some we can. But
Are any of these guys? He's so old.
well, but hopefully it's gonna lead to like something very significant, just like Pantone. So
That's awesome. What's your next trip with Fancation? Like if someone was like, I want to go on the. Have you guys done like a first trip, or what's going to be the first trip?
We kind of like started last year, kind of introducing the Pantone following to like Lakers, Kings, like different things like that. I think right now our first trip is going to be, let's see, we're in September, October 22nd is going to be Lakers versus Clippers.
Okay.
And see, the difference between us and just going and getting your regular tickets is that we want to provide you guys with like an extra incentive to like go on the trips with us. So for this particular trip, 50 people will be able to get Fantone experience. So they'll be able to go down there, you know, shake the players' hands as they like all come out.
And is that like the first 25, or is that like a special package? How is that?
The first 50 people to purchase through us.
First 50 people.
First 50 people.
October 27th.
October 22nd.
22nd.
22nd. And then we have a Lakers versus Warriors trip coming up.
And you guys are gonna go up to the Bay Area, or is that down here?
Yes, no, it's right up to the Bay Area. It's a bus package, and with that we get pregame warm-ups. Last year we did it. It was so awesome. The Lakers came over, took photos of us. It was really cool, and we got to be courtside at that time and like watch all the, like I guess the warm-ups.
Yeah.
But it was just such a different experience than just going and attending the game normally. So it's really cool.
So pretty much anybody who likes sports.
Anyone who likes sports,
Or anything.
We're doing Coachella. We're doing.
What's the Coachella experience gonna be like?
So basically, with Coachella, just because they sell their own tickets, what we're doing is we can provide you VIP. So we can do VIP access to different things at Coachella, as well as lodging and like transportation.
Okay.
And then with like Stagecoach and EDC, we're having hospitality packages. So we're able to do, with EDC, we have the closest hotel closest to the venue.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
Which is, you know, it's not like a 5-star hotel, but it's the closest one.
Hey, listen, when it comes to like festivals and stuff, at the end of the day, when your feet hurt and you're just tired, I think closest is the most VIP 5-star you can find.
Exactly. So we're offering bus package from LA to EDC, and then it will take you back to LA, and then we're offering the hotel for the whole stay of EDC.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Where can people find more about Fancation?
They can visit Fancation on www.fancation.com. We have Instagram at fancation.com or at Fancation, FANCATION.
Do you have a memory of Pantone that you're like, I can't wait for this to happen with Fancation? Like, what was the first point that you remember being in Pantone where you were like, man, this is something bigger than we think it is? Like, was it also? I remember we had Alex here, and he mentioned the New York game, where like you guys got tapped, and you were like, you guys were all the TV and newspaper. Like, do you have an experience like that where you were like, wow, this is something bigger than myself, or bigger than what I could even imagine?
You know what? The New York experience was absolutely amazing, but this year we did a really cool Boston and Philly trip. It almost came close to topping it. I don't think it quite did, just because New York was such a unique experience.
But it's a different story than Alex, so.
Yeah, but it was the first time that I realized, like, because when we did New York, it was a lot of LA locals.
Yeah.
You know, when we did Boston and Philly, it was people from all over.
Wow.
We had a guy named Paul from Australia.
Really?
Literally fit us in
No
to like
way.
go on the trip with us. Flew with us, everything. Took the bus with us to Philly, like, and it was the first time.
And was he just a big Dodger fan, or?
He's a huge Dodger fan in Australia. He's been following the group for a very long time. We did a whole fan feature on him through Pantone. An amazing, amazing man. He's just full of life. Like, literally, like, he did the shoey. Have you heard of the shoey?
No. What's a shoey?
He took his shoe off. Him and Eddie. From Cake Sluggers, he owns Cake Sluggers. They took their shoes off, they poured their beer, and they drank The beer from the shoe. And that's apparently something very popular in Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of
So
that.
he shared that with us.
You gotta give me his number. He's gonna do like a shoe michelada. You gotta like put the beer.
You know
and
what?
eggs in
He
there.
would be so
He's
down
gotta
to do that.
rim the laces
With tahini.
with the heme.
I love that actually. You know what? I think we could get him to do that for you.
Let's fly him out.
Yeah, and then so just seeing everyone from like different places. Like we had a lady who drove up with her son 4 hours to join us in Philly.
Hey.
We also did another fan feature on her. Her name is Skipping Me, but it was just the first time that I really got a sense of where our group has grown.
Yeah.
You know, where it's turning. Because not only are we LA, people, Dodger fans from LA, but we had so many people represented from across the United States and obviously abroad, international. So it was really cool. I think that for me is a very significant.
Yeah, you know,
memory.
I hardly ever think about Dodger fans outside of LA, but
Nope.
there's a lot.
There is a lot. We actually have a lot of chapters in the process across the United States. We just got reached by one of our followers in Japan. Hopefully she starts a chapter. So if you listen to this, start a chapter. We absolutely love you and we're going to be contacting you soon.
If somebody wants to start a chapter, where do they reach out to you?
Pantone 294.
Just on like a
Just
DM?
a DM. You can DM us. You can visit our website. You can shoot Alex or myself an email.
Or a DM. They can
or
sign
a
to your
DM.
DMs.
Yeah, anyone who wants to start a chapter, they can do it. We welcome everyone. Obviously, the home bases, we're a little bit more cautious on the home bases. We want to make sure wherever we're sending people,
Yeah.
that it's safe and, you know, people can go. But we do 21 and over locations as a home base, but we'll write down under our chapters 21 and over so no one brings their little ones
Yeah.
there. But yeah, we're growing.
Is Australia the farthest someone's come to a trip that you know
Oh my
of?
goodness. That I know of, yes.
Yeah.
That I know of, yes. And it's funny, we also had at that New York trip a wedding party from Germany join us.
No way. Like they were getting married, they decided to
They got married earlier that day and they celebrated with us that evening, which was amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really
Well,
cool.
I mean, congratulations on everything you guys are doing. Looking forward to going on more trips with you guys.
Yeah, you have to
Doing
join
something
us.
big.
Well, who knows? Maybe we could get some co-branded michelada bottles for Fancation.
Yeah, let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
And everybody follow. What's your personal?
Oh, Pretty Bird. It's PrettyBird. Pretty Bird.
Man, I'm gonna put that on there because I
It's a
already.
lot of letters.
But follow her. Follow Pantone. Follow
Follow
Fancation.
Fancation.
Follow Fancation. Cheers.